Hello, welcome back to Oolykee Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and welcome back to Yeniseisk, Siberia. One day I will learn how to pronounce this name, but Yeniseisk. Yenisei River is where this flows. This is a Yenisei River. Right, just wanted to cover a couple of things. We're going to be setting up the whole situation today as well. Everything that we have, we're going to be still discussing a lot of stuff. So technically this is still a setup episode. It doesn't mean that we're not going to build anything, but just a heads up. Right, now, if you don't have yourself a bucket of coffee, I suggest you get some, because this is what we drink on this channel. Coffee, lots of it. Right, there's no such a thing as too much coffee. Okay, so, addressing a couple of issues. Flatness of the map, I think addressed this, but I will address it again. This map is not flat. Look at these shores, they are quite high. All jokes aside, we had two last series we had was the hilly terrains and the valleys, and I wanted to have something more let's call it where I can express myself, you know, me, nature boy, and this kind of stuff. Also, there's an interesting thing about this setup, how deep this is. Potentially, there is a potential of us making the subway around here. Subway being because all of the ground, most of the ground, if not all of it, is quite high from the water level. You know how it works here. You can't just build tunnels underwater, and if you dig deep enough, you're always gonna get to the water. It's universal. There's a universal water height on every single map, right? What I wanted to address here is a couple of things we were chatting in the comment section. Old Gala mentioned, like, why is it so tight? The city should be a little bit more sprawling. Actually, I kind of beg to differ. That usually these frontline Siberian cities were built, first of all, without balconies because it's freezing. Jokes. But they were built a little bit tighter because everything was on the same place, so they didn't have to build a lot of infrastructure. It's not like American West where you can actually build whatever you want, wherever you want, because everything is preset by the government here. Right. So. This is why I built everything tightly. Yes, I will. I'm thinking that we're gonna spread this out a bit, not now. And I would love to see this being built by ourselves. Now, like I said, this is not the finalizing anything that has to do with money. I will go and finish the infrastructure here. We have some of the things we mentioned already. I will buy around, I don't know, half a storage of coal here. There is a way of us bypassing this with windmills, which I didn't. I totally forgot about this because I consider them not to be so useful. Okay, I know. I'll stop making fun of the renewables, I mean, like in the game. I could have built this next to a gas station and then have a truck deliver it. We might do that, because we're still in stages of setting this up. It's fine, it doesn't really change anything. We can literally just build this power plant over here. We're gonna reset, we're gonna set the amount of money. I actually don't know what would be the fair amount of money for this kind of map. What do you think, guys, like after everything is set up to survive? Now, bear in mind, I did already research like this, and people living, just surviving, you know, with everything provided to them, even from the border, it's not that expensive. So let's say even 500,000 rubles just for people stuff, and just for people stuff, it's gonna be enough for I would say a few years. I need to check my tutorials that I made about this. I made tutorials like a year ago. You can check it in the channel. I have a lot of 30-40 tutorials about a lot of different stuff, but one of them is that. So why am I building it like this? We're gonna talk about starting time as well, but yeah, so this is something I could have done off screen, probably should have, then I wouldn't have so many people with so many opinions. We don't like opinions in Soviet Republic. Of course, that's kidding. It should be obvious, but anyway, Why setting this up? Because I wanted to share everything with you guys. I wanted to share everything with you guys and maybe take some of the advice you have into consideration. Maybe. Okay, so why I didn't start too early? I think starting too early is challenging, which is perfect, absolutely perfect. But I swear to you, if we start in 1930s or 1900s, you will not see a steel mill on my series, unless we have one of those 300, 400 episode series, because it takes a long time for you to develop to the... First of all, to get to the years where you can actually have some vehicles that can help you with, let's say, transporting large amounts of steel. Of course you will have steel, but we wouldn't have proper railroad. A lot of stuff would be imported. We wouldn't be making our own steel. This is totally opposite. What I was planning to do here is not continuation of Alaska where we left with Alaska, but speeding up our research and development to the stage where we would have much bigger railroad network than we have in Alaska. So let's talk about the second thing I wanted to talk about in this episode is the starting time. 1960s is 1960s, 70s, and 80s is where you can start in this game. Okay, that's fine. That everybody understands that. Now, there's no issues with the buildings or research in the universities or anything like that. There's no issues with that. The only issue is the vehicles. So the only problem we would have is what kind of vehicles we would have in this game. Currently, we are not running a cheat mode. So we can actually see what kind of vehicles we would have here. For example, if we stick to vanilla vehicles, here we go. So we have vanilla vehicles here when they are made, 1953-47. So here's the first bus, and I would say even the only bus we would have in the game, 1947 Soviet Union ZIS-155. Not bad. This is standard bus. I think I enjoy having in my Republic 7 until later dates. What else? We don't have... we cannot arrange them by the year when they were built, but we can real quickly run through these. There we go. Vanilla, nothing before 1950. If we go further on, we have more of nothing, and then we have here 55. Not even this tractor was 58. That's incredible. And that's it. That's it. This is where we end with our mods. So starting earlier to have a little bit more challenge, especially the only reason why I would start earlier is to limit yourself with the vehicles that you have. Is there any other reason to start earlier? Is there anything else that time doesn't block here? Like except these vehicles. So we would be starting, and even the V3S, that would be the Czechoslovakian Praga vehicles, they start in 1953. So what vehicles would we have? Even in the mods that I have here, I have GAZ models here. Some of them, actually all of them, 1946, looks like they are 1946 models. All of them would be available for us, 65 kilometers. This is not bad. I mean, it's not disastrous, but I don't think why I even have this model, but just because I love GAZ vehicles. No, we had it because of the cattle trucks, right? Yeah. We had it because of the large capacity cattle trucks that we had here. No, we had it in the last episode, but this cattle truck is a big one, and it's in the 1950s. So we would have only GAZ vehicles. This would be the whole map, would be just the GAZ vehicles for, well, couple of years. Then we would be able to buy newer ones. I don't know. What do you... there's another thing we can do. Another thing. Let's check this. We have some older vehicles here. 1940s. There's some excavators here. 1950s, 30s we have from the United States, and that's about it. That's it. Interesting. How would we run construction offices? I mean, like, I know that there are other mods. There are mods I can download and I can work with. But I'm not really sure I would want to do this starting 1950. Is there any point in starting 1950, 40, 30 except to limit the vehicles? To be more in the spirit of times, I think that's appropriate thing to do, because then Stalinkas would be rather built. I'm not saying that these are Brezhnevkas, but they are similar to Brezhnevkas. Stalinkas would be something that we should build more. Stalinkas are... I can talk for a second about Stalinkas. I won't do too much about it. I just wanted to show you. Here we go. Here are some mid-sized Stalinkas buildings and how they look. They should be, I've mentioned this several times, a little bit more luxurious buildings compared to Khrushchevkas, even Brezhnevkas, but older model. You know, Stalin wanted everything to be tip-top. No, not really. Yes, especially. Yeah. No, not going into politics. For now. I'm gonna start on the whiskey soon, so then we're gonna on vodka. Then we're gonna start on politics. Is this? No, these are worker apartments. I don't know if this is Stalinka considered. I think this is. Uncle Joe said that this is something in between low quality and Stalinkas. This is Uncle Joe. You can see his icon here. It's his model. Anyway, so what is the reason of starting earlier, like 1950, for example, even 1940? Just to simulate a different age and limit ourselves with the vehicles? Hit the comment section, because I'm officially still not starting with this map, even though if we start on some construction, we will officially start probably in the next episode. Okay, why I wanted to start with this, and probably even if we change this, I probably should keep it. Why I wanted to start, what I wanted to do in the beginning. Exports, we're gonna talk about it. Exports, I think we should be based on agriculture, because there's nothing else around here. We can try. We even talked about the logs and wood, even though they wouldn't be so profitable. Maybe not with the trucks, but ship maybe. We can start exporting wood with the ships. We can bribe one of these guys to export some logs for us. What's the capacity of these? For logs, absolutely miserable. 170 tons. Well, compared to how much logs, how much would that be even in money? Look, question is, I would like to start with agriculture. What do you guys think about that? Like, not which type of, I'm not asking you what do you think about it. I'm asking you which agriculture would you prefer? Meat, alcohol, food. I'm leaning towards food. I don't know how much food we did export, but this is one of the things that I would like to master, or do a little bit better, is the setup of storing your own food and then exporting over a certain amount. I think distribution office would help us there. So for example, if we build a food production factory, that we can store the food and then only export over, let's say, 70-80% or 50% or whatever of the profits. And this is one of the reasons why I wanted to start with a little bit more money, to have the city, the nation running for a while, so we can actually upgrade it straight away a little bit more than it was in Alaska. For example, roads. I would like to start on a gravel road almost as soon as possible, and we're gonna start in this episode. I'm gonna show you what I think, what I had in mind. Regarding the power plant, I think, okay, the power plant with a windmill, I should have gone with a windmill next to the gas station. I don't think I will, just because we already built a power plant. And now, I think this is authentic, having the big polluters close to the city centers, and probably I should start with a heating plant close to the city center as well, just because we have, just because the power plant is the one that needs to be closed because of the electricity straight away, because there's no border crossing with electricity. We're gonna be off the grid. Just because of that, I would like to have a power plant close to the city. But if you check the cities like, let's say, Norilsk and surrounding areas, they have heating plants quite close to the city. And I watch a couple of, there's this guy cycling around Norilsk during the summer, freezing summers in Norilsk, that it's really hard to breathe there during the days, and it's like really, really polluted, and it's really bad. And I think this would be a common feature in a lot of frontline Siberia Siberian cities where we would have heating plant literally in the walking, well, power plant in the walking distance to the city, and this will affect the longevity of our population, but I would like to address this as soon as possible. I would like to change this as soon as possible, so as soon as we have stable income, I would like to build a proper power plant somewhere else. Like I said, we already started with a decent infrastructure. I kind of not decent, I planned for it, that we have extra connections, so literally I can put a power plant right here, which is again maybe too close to the city, but we can put it on the other side here of the bus station. We can have a power plant here and then connect to this infrastructure and just have reverse power supply. And I would like to remove this power plant as soon as possible, just because of pollution and effect it has on the people. Right, so this is the plan concerning the power plant. I would like to keep it here. I would just like to go through some of the things that we mentioned in the comment section. Whale tier, we're gonna talk about this. The whale tier suggested park, Lenin Monument. Yes, Lenin Monument. I think I want to have, but they have effect of on the people straight away on loyalty. Is that? I think I would like to go with cheaper one, and I would like to build it straight away, just because I don't think we would be waiting. In reality, we wouldn't be waiting for too long before. Well, if not, that would be if I'm not mistaken. Where does it look like? Where do we want first Lenin to look at? To the rest of to our future rest of the country. I think that would be the best. Can we squeeze it in here? Probably not. It should be somewhere in the center. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, let's go like this. I'll unpause this. Like I said, we will still play with time. We'll see how we're gonna play with time, but I might play with the settings regarding time. We might even reset it to the 17th of March. We'll see. Not a big problem. So what I wanted to start with here is covering a couple of other things. Yes, Whale tier also said Lenin Monument Park. Park is something that we're gonna do later. I want to make that. Kindergartens, no. Windmill, the kindergartens, no, because I want to construct them on my own, on our own. We will. So the plan is, first, this construction office is gonna be populated. It's going to be populated fully, no auto search, and remove all of these constructions. We're going to be building the rest of the construction offices first, so we will be ready for everything. And in the meantime, what I wanted to do is have a couple of a little bit bigger trucks, not really those Maz ones, but let's say these maybe. What about Maz? It doesn't really matter if we choose this truck or not. Because this Maz truck is gonna take a long time to fill at the border. So having these two, for example, would be much better for us. Right, and also what I wanted to focus on, I used to play Diablo. I like those sets of weapons and stuff that you have. And I don't know, is that some version, not really of OCD, but something that you want everything to, to be the same. So let's start what I want everything to be the same. Let's see like this. Bus, we're gonna have only one bus for construction. I think I'm gonna go with Skoda. That's fine. Why? Because the rest of the trucks, most of them will be Czechoslovakian. Okay, mixer trucks. One mixer truck. The only thing we're gonna have is a dumper truck. So mixer, we have actually only one. These are well, we can have this one, right? 12 tons. You know what? No, I'll start decently in the beginning. I'll see in the future for these. No, I think this is definitely for earlier starts. Like if you start in 1950, this would be a decent thing to have. Buses, gas ones, we would have this bus with 10 passengers. This is not bad, actually. This is quite good, even if we start in 1950. What I would start here is the covered hulls. Covered hull, this is the set. It's a Skoda. Sorry about that. I thought it was a different model. I thought it was T. I was mistaking this with a T. So it's Skoda models, and I would like to go with Skoda all the way. So we would have this one. We will have dumper trucks again. 2 dumper trucks, Skodas as well. Excavators, no Skodas here. Challenging or less challenging, you know what, it doesn't really matter. I would like to have different things than we had before. No, again, problem. This is not, we cannot have this one, because this one won't be able to carry vehicles on it. So this is the only thing we're gonna have to have for bigger ones. So I'm gonna use this one. Actually, I could have allowed vehicle. You know what, yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna put a small one, and I will allow... How heavy are you? How heavy is the excavator? 11 tons. Yes, so this is the problem with the excavator. This one cannot carry it. It can carry only up until 7 tons. But it doesn't matter. It can carry other stuff, like pavers. It should do. I'm not sure about the width of the truck, but I think it should do. So pavers, road cranes, we're gonna have those as well. I'll go for Praga one. Different color, gray. Gray. There we go. Gray. Roller. Yes, and tower crane. Big one. Yeah, the problem is now... Ooh, is this a problem? I think this tower crane might be too big. Yeah, let's try it. Let's try this. I'm missing a truck. I'll see. Oh, bulldozer, of course. Let's go for smaller crane. Like I said, this is initial setup, and bulldozer, I'll go for a smaller one, 4 tons, doesn't really matter, but I'll go for a smaller one. 90, this one it was produced before Stalinets. Right, I wanted to say that it's being constructed afterwards as well, but no. Right, let's go with this bulldozer colors, gray. No, blue is the... Okay, this one, okay. Is this the same one? No. Yeah, let's go with this one. There we go. So we have everything set up here. I can set up the construction office like this. What do you need? You're gonna need this one, and this one. This is gonna be where they're gonna get gravel. We're gonna construct the rest of it later. What else do you need? You need this and this. There we go. And peeps are gonna be sourced over here. Perfect. So we have our first construction office set up. Now, the most important vehicle in this game is the fuel tanker. Period. Fuel tanker is gonna be the most important thing we buy. And let's see, oil tank. And like I said, I would like to have, you know, I'm Slim Shady, I'm the real Shady. I would like to have a lot of vehicles the same type. So let's go, and the most important thing is fuel. Load fuel and unload fuel, that's fine. Something we're gonna have to do soon is supply fuel to our ships. This is gonna be bottomless pit, period. This is gonna be bottomless pit because ships won't do a lot for us. At least I don't see a lot of benefit for them, and they're gonna be using a lot of fuel. Well, I don't know what's a lot of fuel, but we'll see at the end of the year or something like that. Okay, so for now, coffee time. Okay, that's a bitter coffee. Okay, we're gonna sweeten that bad boy up. Right, fuels, power fuel, right, windmills. I totally forgot about windmills, and I probably should have used it for gas station. Not only that, if I did this, I could have put gas station further away or closer to the border, so our trucks can be easily refueled. Well, one of them, because I'm gonna need several. If you watched previous Alaska series, we have way too little fuel stations. I said, I think 3 per city, at least. Okay, couple of other things I would like to do soon is also start with the storages. I know that this is not making fun of hard mode challenge. Maybe it is, but I don't think that we need oil storage preset in the beginning. I think we can build it ourselves, and I usually try to do that. Like for a guy who never tried the hard mode challenge, it's rich coming from me. So I shouldn't be saying things like that, but there we go, I said it. Okay, so what I wanted to say is Windmills, yes. Windmills would be better choice for all of this, and I think I should have gone with the windmills. But now setting up a windmill around here, I'm not sure if I want to do this because it's already connected to electricity grid, and I really do want to build this over here. Concerning the heating plant, this is not a necessity, so I think I want to go further away because I don't want to double up on pollution near the city, even though I think it would be authentic to have a big polluter like heating plant close to the cities in Siberia, especially bigger, not especially bigger, so bigger cities because villages don't have any heating there, you have wood. Right. Red Star Legion, thank you for that. He said that the Alaska is in good hands. It's time for a true challenge. Can you tame the Siberia, or will it send you to the Gulag? No, okay. Yeah. Thank you for incentivizing me. No Gulag, please. Orphanages. I forgot to talk about these orphanages, and Siton actually mentioned this several times, and I would like to address this issue. My opinion about the orphanages, if I can find them, because I'm not using them so often. So, orphanages, they should be under facilities, right? No, they should be under residential. Let me just real quickly find them. But what I wanted to say about orphanages for citizens... None of these look like orphanage. Let's go and find it here. Communist Party, orphanages here. Right, so orphanages need to be supplied with stuff. That would be clothing, food. What happens if the orphanage is not supplied by clothing? I would assume kids run away, same as people. That's just an assumption. I never had an orphanage. We will have, and I will just address a couple of things regarding the orphanage and my experience, or at least my thoughts about the orphanages. So let's start. Orphanages is where the kids go when people die. Okay, so if people die of old age, I'm gonna assume that their kids are not gonna go to orphanage because they are freaking 50 years old. Because I expect our people to live until 70. I know. With this pollution, 55, 60 is maximum we can expect. But still, their kids should be further down the line on the age bracket. So, I don't expect people to die. This is orphanage here is for accidents, or like accidents at work. I don't know how many accidents at work happens in this game. I never I know that it happens, but I don't know how often. And then people then die. Of course, they have a second parent, so I'm gonna assume that they're not gonna go to the orphanage if the father or a mother dies. So there's no point for orphanage like that. So when do we need a lot of space for the orphanage? If mass extinction happens. What's a mass extinction? Freezing. Orphanage will not help there because people in orphanage will people in orphanage or kids in orphanage will die as well because of the freezing. What about food? Same thing. Orphanage does have food supplies, and I'm gonna assume that it's gonna last a little bit longer than the shops. If we don't supply enough food to shops, that the orphanage will have a little bit more food, but will suffer in the end anyway. So extending kids' lives for a few more months, that's not a bad thing to have. Like I said, we're gonna have orphanage, period. That's already decided. But just looking at the why orphanage and what did just one second. Let me tell you. Power, pollution is the big one. Pollution is the big one that is gonna shorten our people's life, and then which shouldn't affect orphanage, because orphanage will be hopefully on the other side of the city, where the pollution is, well, hopefully, or maybe even people living or kids living in orphanage are not affected by pollution. I'm not really sure about that, but I think it might be the case. We can also test that. I can make our first orphanage next to the power plant and see how that works out. Okay, couple of other things. Oscar Renneberg said it's a stupid map. I think that's a professional opinion of his experience, and I don't think so. This is Mr. Serpport who made this map, and I appreciate his work. He's doing an amazing job, so I don't think this is a stupid map. I love it. I don't think people... I don't know. Do people underestimate the difficulty of this map? I mean, like, resources are quite scarce. I mean, like, look how long we're gonna have to go to get our first coal. That's gonna be... I think that might be challenging. I don't know. Iron is something that we can start mining quite soon. That would be around here, where we will develop some industries really fast because... let's see, resources. By the way, I didn't touch resources, and I probably... You're freaking kidding. This is it? Oh, okay. Still. 25% is not bad, actually. No. I retract that. I even had 26% there. Okay, I mean, like, yeah, it's horrible. It's not 90% or that we can have, but having something like that is... especially maximizing. I don't know if I ever maximized our iron, but this is ideal situation for us. For example, even if we have iron here, I expect to start on the steel production like fast. Like as soon as possible. Doesn't matter. Imported iron, fine. I want steel. Imported iron and coal. We're not gonna be exporting that back. That's why we're gonna have to build bases for our, well, financial basis. I think this is in a bad position, so we can move this. I don't know if this is gonna rebuild the field or not, but I'll move it anyway because we need a cargo station and that kind of stuff. We'll see. We'll play with this later on. This is we need to finish this before the winter because we don't have anywhere to store the crops. We have only this farm with 19 tons of crops capacity. That's it. Okay. Anything else I wanted to cover? I don't know. I don't think so. Right. Let's start the things that I wanted to do first. Things that I wanted to do first is set up the distribution, and let's do that. We already set this one up and send him to do the voodoo that he do so well. We're gonna need food. Is the food the most important thing? I don't think it is because we don't have people yet, but fine, let's do this. Let's go and set it for food. We're gonna need gravel. It's gonna be so important. Here and here you're gonna go and deliver food. So let's take care of the city first. So this is the food that we need. Off you go. Oil trucks are already on the way, so I'm assuming that he's gonna be fine. He's gonna deliver fuel and he's gonna refuel straight away. I'm hoping so. The fuel delivery truck. So he's gonna be fine, and then when we go back there and back here, we should have free hands to do this. Okay, this is the second vehicle. That would be we're gonna need clothing. Border crossing first. Oh crap. Okay, so go and go. I clicked on the wrong one, did I? There we go. Escape, and then you go to the border crossing. Go to the border crossing, go here, get the clothing. Here we go, and clothing. Off you go. What we're gonna need? We're gonna need a freezer truck. We're gonna need a freezer truck. Purchase refrigeration. Can we find it here? We don't have a lot of vehicles. We should be able to find it here. Normal people would be able to find it here. Refrigeration truck. Yeah, we have a modded one. I'm gonna use the modded one. Refrigeration truck. Go here and go to supermarket. That's it. Off you go. And then we have coffee time. Okay, continuing on. We have, okay, we can do the bus line, but I don't think that's the most important thing. Let's start with these, with dumper trucks. Let's go with two of these. I know we cannot change color on these. Okay, so this is gonna be gravel and deliver gravel here and unload gravel. And this is one of the things that I'm gonna start with. Wait until unloaded. I don't think this makes a lot of sense because we're gonna use so much gravel that it's gonna be incredible. So Gravel delivery is set up. I probably should finish with the city. There's a bus line that I would like to set up here. We need vehicles for the clinic. Okay, that's fine. Polish one, Czechoslovakian. I'm gonna go with Polish one. They look more like they look more Czechoslovakian. Yeah, let's go with this one. Fire department, we're gonna have to buy vehicles here as well. Czechoslovakian ones, Škodas, of course. 1 and 2, that's fine. Okay, city, town, libraries, nothing, pubs, we still don't have them. This is fine. I think everything is fine here. We have gym over here, library over here, we have shopping center, hospital, bus station. These are 4 most important buildings, plus sports facilities and the library, and the rest of them are residential. Everything else will have to be built by us. Heat exchanger, that's gonna be later. I'm gonna lower the amount of workers going here because I don't want to rush this. More construction will be important for us. Okay, anything else for the people? I don't think so. Well, let's go with the bus straight away. How many people will need here? I think this is 15 for heating plant, maybe 10. We're gonna need another 3 and 3 here. That would be 30. We're gonna need a big bus. Well, we're gonna go for the Škoda bus. Škoda bus. Go away, go here, and then go here. I think we're gonna need 2 of them. So let's copy the... No, let's leave the schedule like this. Get another bus. Then copy the schedule to... Oh, there we go. This one. Oh, you can do it through here. There we go. So fuel is gonna be delivered. Gravel is gonna be delivered. We need 6 trucks for this. I am still, yeah, let's limit the amounts. Oxides, wood, and aluminium are not needed. Rest of the stuff, I don't know how many of this stuff we're gonna need. Obviously, bricks and boards are gonna be important in the beginning, but steel. You know what? Let's leave it like this. If you have any suggestions, what would you set these capacities at? That would be nice. I will limit the rest of the capacities not to over-import. I can start using this as a food storage facility, so we would have... Well, we don't need it now. When we have one shopping center, we don't need multiple imports. We don't need a storage facility for importing stuff, for storing stuff that we're gonna distribute, because they're distributed straight away. But when you get a second shopping center, then it's worth having central storage here, because we can fill the storage, and then the distribution vehicles won't be bothering the border crossing for this. And soon, I'm expecting soon to expand. Potentially, I'm not sure on the other side of the river or not. I need to check or test if any of the wooden bridges that we can construct, let me see where they are, any of these wooden bridges can accommodate ships passing below them, because I'm not 100% sure. If it's possible, then we might build a city on one side and an industrial zone on the other side. I'm not sure if a wooden one is the best one to go with, but we will need a lot of money for this. Of course, I think we're gonna have to set up more farms, depending on which industry we go for. I was thinking food or meat as a suggestion, but what do you think, guys? Food, meat, alcohol? Again, I'll probably choose in the end, but I would like to know what you think about this. Food is the classic one. Meat is better in the long run because it's more profitable. It's easier to transport all this meat produced, and it's more condensed. But you need additional industry for this. So initially food probably would be better, but later on meats. But like I said, I would like to set this up a little bit better. How I'm gonna do this? The problem is this farming area here. We need fuel here. Initially, we need fuel everywhere as soon as possible. But later on, I think... can you guys please try to remind me to set this one on this fuel truck's path? Because this fuel truck is going to be supplying fuel here as well. Okay, one other thing I just remember that I forgot, that would be the coal for heating plant. We will have to have initially, because truck cannot go to the border, load coal and deliver coal where we need it before it runs out of fuel. So we're gonna have to have fuel here. We can do this just straight away because I'm pretty passionate about this. So let's say 16 tons. Filled. Okay, it's gonna take a while to fill this. I will pause. I won't. Actually, fine. Let's fill this 16 tons, and then I'm gonna just cancel it. Okay, pause, and let's go and purchase and cancel all of it. So we have 16 tons of coal here. This is gonna be important to start the power for electricity to go through the hoses and power up our the fuel supply. Okay, I forgot 2 vehicles here, which I'm gonna try to remember now. Let's do this now. We're gonna have beautiful 2 trucks, cement, and another oil one. Where is you? Did I miss it? Yeah, I missed it. So we have this one. This is gonna be bitumen, not oil. But we can start like this. And which one is bitumen? This looks like bitumen. Off you go, just to be sure. Hot mix, yes. And then the second one is the concrete, the cement. The cement is gonna go this way. Off you go. Okay, we have to choose what, because he's gonna come back with aluminium oxide. I swear it would, definitely would. Aluminium oxide. Okay, so we have lost. I think I'm gonna have to let them go for a while, just to free some space up. Let's go like this. 4 of them. Let's be stupid. Let's go with stupid. I'll be stupid first, and I'll assign. Let them go. Let them slowly go. Let's go this one and deliver it here, right? Yes. Electrical components and deliver them here. Electrical components. Off you go. And where's the last one? This one here. You're gonna need go here and go here. Oh, damn it. Mechanical components and mechanical components. Okay. Those are done. We have, well, we need 4 more. And now this is the good question. There's no good questions. They're all the stupid ones. 50 tons. Which trucks to use for this? We have open hulls. I think I'm gonna leave it a little bit more challenging and keep it in the same order. For some reason, I love articulate. I love the big trucks that pull stuff. But I'm kind of falling in love with the smaller trucks more, even though they're all the same here, all Škodas. I think I want to go with this. Technically to challenge, not to challenge ourselves. This is a little bit harder with this one. So if I go for 1, let's go like this. 2, 3, 4. There we go. So this should be easy. So we have steel set up. We're gonna have this one and here. Oh, come on, set it up straight away. Prefab panels. Perfect. Off you go. Here and here. Okay, go away. And then the last one here and here. And we have the boards, planks. Off you go. There we go. Okay, so this is... Am I missing something? I'm missing fuel for here. I'll do that later. For the ships, we need fuel here. I'll do that later as well. Setting up this. I would like to set it up without distribution office first. So let's see how we can do this. I think this is the best way. Let's go harvesting. Oh no, sowing. 3. Okay, 3 of them. Will it be enough for all of these fields? I don't know. I think 3-5 was what we did before. And then we have the last one would be covered hulls. Ooh, tricky. They're gonna have decent capacity, but which ones do I consider? You know what? Which ones I would like to have? I would like to have those kolkhoz trucks. Kolhozek. What's his name? I forgot what's his name, but I would like to have that one. But unfortunately, it's a little bit later down the road, so I'm not really sure if we should cheat in these vehicles. So we have Škodas here, 5.6 tons. Bear in mind that each one of these fields is gonna have 100-ton productivity. I don't know. You know what? Let me ask you guys. What do you think? We have covered hulls. Yeah, choose any of these four. Which one of these four we should have as the field trucks? The trucks that are gonna go on the field to pick up the harvest. Is that the big ones? The Alpha and Omega of the 60s and 70s, Škoda 706 RTTD and covered, or should we go for a smaller one, or should we go for T Czechoslovakian or Prague? I just noticed that every single one of them is Czechoslovakian. Ah, no, not Polish. No, this is way too small. So no tricks. You won't both make both face me. So this is the option. Yes, these four are the options: two Škodas, T, or the Praga. Which ones do you think would be the best? And then it doesn't have to be the best. Would be the biggest one, but like appealing, the most appealing, the nicest looking one. Right. Anything else I need to do here? I don't know. What did I forget? Okay, let's start slowly. Let them. Well, I know what I missed. I'm show you. I'm gonna show you now. What I need to do here is give our people an option. Option being that where they can go when I screw everything up. Let's put a little bit longer, like this. And this is me starting to screw things up. This is me. I don't know how I want to call this, what I'm doing here, but this is something. This is planning. We're not going to be constructing this. We're going to be planning this. Let's do this. This one. So this is a bypass. This is nothing more, nothing less but a bypass. What I will do now, let this guy pass, and he passed, and I'm gonna demolish this road. There we go. Nobody is using this road anymore because we're gonna be rebuilding this road. Okay, rebuilding this road is gonna be gravel, so we're gonna start on this soon-ish. I will plan for this first, because there's a thing I would like to do. I'm thinking about something like this. I'm thinking about something like, let's go for like this. I'm not sure if I should have, this is what I had in Galask, and I kind of liked it. Kinda. So what I would like to do is have a fast road going directly to the city. Is the city more important, or is it our industrial area? So this is what I would like to do. Oh crap, okay. So we have... Yeah, we have these electricity hoses in the way. I think, where was it again? If I go and build it... What the hell is this? I think it's something like this. Okay, let's just do it manually. Here we go. Like this. And then... Oh, this looks horrible. Let's try to be better. You know what we said? You know what we said. Yes, you should remember what we said, because I totally forgot. We said form over function, and we said do this with the road. Even though it looks all peachy and nice, right-click the hell out of it. Because we want this to go smooth. There we go, you see? This is how much work there is in this. Oh boy. I have a feeling there's no fuel for the trucks or something like that. Really? Is it gonna take so much disruption here? Let's just... It doesn't matter. No, I'm doing it. I don't care. I'm doing it. I started it. I'll finish it. Really? Come on. By the way, I'm not using stationary vehicles anymore. I'm using only fueled ones, so this is additional challenge that I'm gonna be taking in probably for the rest of my life series. There we go. I think it's progressing much faster now. You can see where the leveling is. Oh, come on. It's progressing my ass faster. You can see a lot of... oh, damn it. Oh, you're freaking... What the hell? Oh, son of a... That's fine. We need it this way. Okay, let's see this. Okay, probably should. Why am I doing this? Because this is probably the last we're gonna build this road. This is how it's supposed to look like, and I wanted it to be next to perfect. I see a lot of it is. It is perfect, but a lot of it, it's not a lot of it, some of it needs a little bit leveling. You can see the green dots if you zoom in. You can see a lot of, yellow dots. Only 4 left, only 1 left. And there we go. This is what I wanted to do. And I think that's the last time I'll ever do something like that. It was boring. Right, fuel gone. Okay, what's the problem? Where's the fuel truck? Okay, fuel truck is delivering. Okay, so this is it. This is where we are now. We need to populate our country. We need to populate it because the only reason why these trucks are stopping, it doesn't really matter. We don't care about these trucks. These trucks can go and rot in hell. No, I'm kidding. They can. We don't care about them. It's done. They're gonna be stopped there forever because they don't have fuel. None of them have. So they need fuel. Fuel is here. Fuel is here. It's being delivered. And this truck is gonna be, well, hopefully it's gonna be refueled. Oh, no, he's not. Okay, so we need to pause here. So this truck is not gonna be refueled. He doesn't have any fuel. He's not gonna be refueled because there's no electricity. To have electricity is simple. We just need to populate the city and electricity is gonna flow because we have coal already here. Some of them will go to work in other places, which is fine. I'll probably should limit them straight away. It doesn't really matter. I don't think it matters. We can limit them to, let's say, 5, third capacity. University, I think some of them even can walk there. So, like 2-3 people at university. Oh, let's go 3 people, 4 professors. That should be more than enough. And this is the first road I would like to build from the city to the border crossing. So how is that gonna look? The first road. Yeah, exactly. This is how I would like to build it. I would like it to look kind of natural, wavy, you know, form over function kind of road. It looks like it's gonna take a few seconds to shape it, to make it. One of the things I should have mentioned, and right, one of the things I learned about how to deal with this game is give your people your, probably you guys already knew this, but it's me, it's me. I have I work differently. What I learned, always offer your people better alternative before upgrading something. So let's say apartments, let's say roads, let's say industries or anything like that. Just first better alternative and then upgrade the existing ones so you have everything in place. This is, I did not expect that it's gonna be so disruptive. Let's just check this. Oh, this is way disruptive. I don't like this. This is fine. This is, but look, it's not only that this raised the terrain. Well, you need to do this because most of these, not most of them, some of these Siberian areas where we are building are floodplains, or they have streams and heavy rains, snowfall, snow melting, this kind of stuff, and you need to build them straight away on elevated terrain because the water needs to go somewhere. If you just place the road, it's going to be a lake at one point, you know, because especially when the trucks compress the ground and all that stuff. So I don't mind building a little bit of a mound here, but I think it's just taking a little bit longer than I would like to. So I don't know if I should do it off screen or even how much of disruption this is gonna cause, because it looks some of those areas there that is being, the terrain is being raised is a little bit too high for my liking. Huh. Is it all going to be that high? I think it's higher there, or is it higher here? I'm just looking at the topography there of the terrain. It doesn't look that it's that much of a difference. But look, we started it, I'm gonna finish it, so I'm fine with this. Okay, so we have, this is also, this can be also a tutorial how to start, or how to not start, how to start this game. For example, we have everything set up, we have vehicles, we don't have a single person there, so literally we can speed this up to forever. Yeah, probably forever, without losing any money. So we have everything set up. And we're not going to lose any people, we're not going to lose any money, everything is in place. We can start whenever we want, whatever we want, we can just do the voodoo that we do so well. Unfortunately, this took a little bit longer, and I'm kind of stubborn SOB, and I just want to finish it as soon as possible. So I might just go with it. You can see that it's lowering, terrain is lower here near the border crossing. Okay, couple of... Well, one other thing I wanted to talk about in this episode is something that I didn't say as a story, and it's not really a story. It's like some of the exploration of and development of Siberia, also especially after the Soviet times. It was like this. Mostly, it was it was developed next to the rivers, next to the river system, like this one here. And even the roads, we can start construction of this. Even, wow, that's a lot of construction everywhere. Why is this segment? Ah, yeah, because we built a piece of it. That's fine. Right, so even the exploration and settling, colonization of Siberia was done next to these rivers, because like whatever happened, all these roads were like literally never built. If you were Cossacks in the 17th, 18th century, this is where you went through. And this is where you went through. I mean, like when you get to the river, most of the rivers in Russian Federation, in Soviet Union, in Siberia, most of the rivers, if not all of them, are flowing, well, most of the rivers are flowing to the North Pole. And it's not really, when you're expanding east-west, it's not really that useful to go towards the North Pole. You had empty patches of land or with less trees. I bet that they took those paths to explore the area, but this is literally what you see. Like, there's no civilization, there's some people live there, but not even close to what was in like settling of the Wild West. It's like, it's literally nothing and nothing and nothing and even more of nothing. And then rivers, like building roads and this nothingness, it's also like the rooting the tree and building roads over that. It's not that easy. You have highways even that we are using even today that are called rivers. And developing, you have a lot of villages developed. Go and check out Google Maps of Siberia. You have a lot of these villages every few 10 kilometers, 20 kilometers next to the rivers. Like I said in previous episodes, I have no idea why people are still there. Well, I mean, I'm being rude now, but to be honest, I like, yeah, like even now in Russian Federation, I understand Soviet Union, that those areas were like more developed back then because they had more value than they are now, but people are still living there. Like they don't move away from there. I understand they're their homes now, but I don't know, would it be better? Like, I moved away from my little hometown. Maybe I'm a traitor. I don't know. Maybe I'm a traitor. Anyway, so this is the main road I would like to build from the border crossing to our first town. Yeah, somebody should definitely name that town, right? We currently have Kargino here, but I don't think this is like Pripyat and Chernobyl. Chernobyl is actually a village where as far as I understand it, Chernobyl is actually a village where the power plant is built, nuclear power plant Chernobyl, and Pripyat was the city built next to it. So yeah, Kargino is just a village, Kargino industrial zone. We'll decide on this. We'll decide on the naming of the city, but yeah. Anyway, so what I wanted to say here is that I'm gonna finish slowly. It's almost an hour long, is it? Oh wow, wait, it is. Okay, I'm gonna go for a coffee now, and no, I'm not gonna go for a coffee. I'm gonna finish explaining or doing the things that we were doing. Plan. So my plan is to build all 5 of these construction offices one by one. Probably road will be the first one. Probably construction is going to be the first one, so we can start on the heating plant. That's going to be important. I want to finish that as soon as possible. Silo is something that we need to finish before the winter. I'm going to redo the silo somewhere else. We'll see where we're going to plan for it. And these industries, this is more of a vanity or more useful because they can source or faster load some stuff, but this is probably the last thing we're going to build around here. First thing will be construction offices, and hopefully we'll see how it goes with the gravel, because importing this much gravel is gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough, well, however you look at it. Do we have gravel trucks already? Yeah, gravel trucks are on the way, so literally we can start this. What's gonna happen to the vehicles if I change the time to 1950? I don't know. Hit the comment section, because these vehicles are after 1950s. These vehicles are 53. So if I change time to 1950, what will change here? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna finish it here. I'm gonna say I hope you guys enjoyed this one. This is the last episode of our setup. In next episode we will start with the finances and everything else. It could be even less finances than this, just a heads up. I'm gonna wait for your reply and help out with this. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, press the like button. If you didn't, leave a nasty comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, notification bell, ring it, comment section, hit it. And if you want to support the channel, you have description of the video. Happy Wednesday, guys. And I'm going to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.